Hey, what's going on everybody? Today I'll be showing you how to replace the rear bumper and lower valance on my Mk6 Volkswagen GTI. They offered this body style between the years of 2010 and 2014. This process is identical for both sides, so whatever I show you on one side, just apply it to the other. As far as tools, there's hardly any this time. So starting off, we have a 1/4-inch ratchet. We have two sockets right here. Both of these are Torx. This is a T20 and this is a T25. Go ahead and open the rear hatch. Right now I'm looking at the driver's side tail light, and basically what we need to do is gain access to this knurl screw that's behind right here. So what we have to do is we just have to pull down right here. And we just need to gain access to that right there. Once you gain access to that, you're just going to twist that lefty-loosey and disconnect that connector. Now it may stick a little, but what you want to do is you want to put your left hand right here and your right hand over here, and you just want to pull, and then it comes off the car. So looking at the back side of the tail light, you'll see this foam right here, and that is what actually keeps water out of the vehicle. So if you're reusing this tail light, you might just want to scrape off some of that dirt. Be careful not to damage the foam. Also, what I'll do before putting it back in is I'll just clean up the dirt around that area, and that way it just makes sure that there's a good seal so that I don't have any water leaks. Next, we're going to remove both tag lights, and to do that you just take your pocket screwdriver, you're going to push in on this tab right here, and then you're going to push down on the tag light assembly. It's going to go just like that, and then all you're going to do is disconnect that connector. Next, we're going to remove 4 screws on both sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1/4-inch ratchet with a T25, otherwise known as a Torx. And if we look down in here, there's going to be one right there. It's going to be really hard to see on camera, but you just follow them up. There's 1, 2, 3, and then there's a hidden one that was covered in a lot of dirt right up there, and that one's facing downwards. So you're going to remove all 4 of those. Just a real quick note, that one screw that is facing downwards is a different size, and it looks a little bit different. So this is going to be a T20, and the other 3 are T25s. So just be aware of that. Looking underneath the bumper, we're going to have 6 T25s that we need to remove. So starting right here, 1, 2, and then you just follow the bumper. 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and remove those. Once you have all 6 of those screws out, there's going to be a connector that's right behind the passenger wheel. Go ahead and disconnect that. Now the only thing holding the bumper on at this point are clips that run all the way from right here all the way around. And this is a step you want to be very tedious. You don't want to start yanking because you can actually break those clips. So what I do is I just apply a little bit of pressure right here. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's going to be little tabs that you're going to need to press out of the bumper right there. And you're just going to work your way all the way along. You're going to lift that one up and over, up and over. And then there's another one right here. And then these ones you got to be very careful with. You got to lift that one up, and the same thing right here. And then once you get that side loose, just let it sit there, and you're going to do the same thing for the other side. Once you get all those loose, you can pull the bumper off. So before I remove the bumper, I like to have some kind of table ready that I can set the bumper on. Now that I have all of the clips loose, all I need to do is grab the bumper right here and remove the bumper. This is a step where it might be nice to have somebody to help you. So with my current situation, I have a replacement bumper and the valance. But if you did want to replace the valance on the back side, there's just these tabs that you have to press in all the way across, and then you replace the valance. What I am going to show you how to replace are these brackets and the reflectors and then the wiring harness, because I do need to transfer those over. So starting with the wiring harness, it's pretty easy. You're just going to take it out of these clamps right here, or you can take the clamps off with it. That way you know exactly where they go. And just keep following it across. And then what I'll do is I'll just take it and I'll lay it on the ground in the same orientation. That way it's just pretty easy to remember how it goes. So now we're looking at these brackets. You're just going to take this T25 out, and then you're going to lift up this tab right here, just like that. And then it's going to slide out right here. And then again, I'll lay those in the same orientation. That way I know how they go back on. Next, we're going to remove the reflectors. And to do that, we do it from the back side with these clips. And what I'll do is I'll take some pliers, and I'll make sure they're opened up a little bit because I don't want to break those clips. So what I'll do is I'll start from the outside, just apply a little bit of pressure, and then I'll push downwards at the same time, just to get it past the lip of the bumper. And then I'll move on to this one, and then that one, and then I should be able to press starting from this side and work it out. And now that I have them all loose, you just push down, have your hand on the back side to catch it, and push them through. And now it's basically just reverse order. Everything snaps in pretty easy. So what I'll do is I'll take my new bumper and my valance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up these tabs right here, right there in the bumper, and then I'm just going to snap it upwards into the bumper. So now I have my wiring harness back in, both of the brackets, and then both of the reflectors. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that if you are replacing the bumper, you need to transfer these clips over. So you see that flared side right there on the outside? You want that facing towards the back. So you're going to take that right here, and you're just going to put that in place. That way when you put the screw back in right here, it has something to go into. And here's just a quick shot with the bumper off so you can see those clips. So the bumper needs to go in between that piece of plastic right there, and then those snap clips. Once you have the bumper sitting in place, and before you snap it in, you want to make sure that this metal bracket right here is above the bumper, because it is not very flexible and it's hard to get the bumper underneath it if it is not. So yeah, this one right here. So now you're going to set the bumper in place, and you're going to pay attention to these clips right here. You're going to want to get them started just a little bit on this side, and then the same thing on that side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to give it a light tap until it engages. And then you're going to look right here, and then you're going to make sure that these engage right here as well. And you're just going to tap like that. And then you're going to come over here, do the same thing for this one, and engage that one. Once both of these top ones are engaged, you're going to work your way across right here. Make sure these are engaged. And then you're going to focus on this one right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull the bumper up and then line it in there, and then you're going to tap like that. Go ahead and reinstall the 6 screws holding the lower bumper on. Go ahead and install the smaller T20 screw, the one that goes right here downward. And what that's going to do is once you get that lined up and tightened down, it's going to pull the bumper into place. Once you have the T20 installed on both sides, go ahead and install the remaining 3 screws on both sides. Go ahead and reinstall both of your tag light assemblies. And that is it, not much to it. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Please hit that subscribe button, leave me some comments, let's keep it going. Till next time, guys. Peace.